In this lecture, we want to do our challenge. We want to resolve our challenge. It's pretty easy, pretty simple, by the way, I dare to say. And you have learned all the techniques. And I will show you that I didn't use any trick at all. So let's start. First, we want to show I am a motion, then graphic artist, then the line straighten up, and then it moves out. For that, I put all the challenge here. You can download this project file in challenge section 2. So this is the original one that you're seeing, and together we're going to build a new one that you will find down here. Now we are going to create it. I will close this composition. I will say close all. The composition is closed. I will create a new composition and we call it main. Let's make it 10 seconds. We can change that later, no problem. The width is 1280 by 720. Here you are. Cool. Now we have our first composition. I'm going to start typing in. I will choose Roboto bold, but not italic, or even black will do. And here, let's do 192. We'll see it's too big. So we'll reduce it. That's cool. So that's one. I'll duplicate this one and move it. Then we say yam and Control Enter if I want. Duplicate it. Move it. I am A and duplicate this one, for example, and come and say motion. That's the first what we have on the screen. Well, the font is okay, but I want to make it a bit bigger. Here you are. Yeah, that's nicer. I'm gonna align them a bit. Let's say I need to align them like this. Okay, then I'll take them. I'll try to put them somehow in the middle. I'll take the last two and duplicate them only. I will come over here and say graphics. You know, if you can see here, you can look around here and you see what you're typing. Control Enter, and then select the selection tool, move it, move this one, and this one is artist, right? Artist. Cool. Now we have aligned them. We have our text. You know, this is, like I said in the previous lectures, in fact in the previous section, it is you can set it up and then start animating. So now it's okay. Let's move them in the middle. Cool. I will create a solid layer here to make the line. I will come to layer, say new, and say solid. Now in the solid layer, I already done a proof for that before I start. I will make the width 1400 to make it slightly larger than the composition, so if I rotate it, I don't see the extremities, and the height only 15. And I click OK, and just come in the middle. I can hold it and just put it in between. That's cool for now. I will take the I am a motion, so I will pre-compose, you guessed it, say motion here. And press enter. This is the pre-comp now for motion, pre-comp motion. I will come to the region of interest and crop them. You know, there is no magic here. It's very simple and very easy. Just learning how to think. And this is how you become, a good artist in motion graphics. Then I will come to composition. I say crop composition. Fine. Now I want these ones to come from under. I need very little time here. This is 10 seconds is too much. So what I will do, I will take my timeline indicator and take it to 5 seconds. Cool. Now you have here work area end, and you have here work area begin or start. I will take the work area end and bring it to my timeline indicator. A better way to do that is just to press N. My timeline indicator is stopping at 5, and I want this composition to become 5 seconds. Bringing in the work area end to the timeline indicator, I will come to the work area. That's now the work area. I will right click and say trim comp to work area. And here you are now, your composition is 5 seconds. And we really don't need more than 5 seconds. Fine, I will come to, let's say, a few frames. 10 frames will do. I will select all the layers, press P for position and keyframe the position. Come back to the beginning and keyframe again the position. Take everything out, down. Cool. First of all, you need to test the timing. Are you happy from the timing? Is it fast enough or not? Here you are. Not bad. I will make it a bit speedier. Okay, cool. It's coming in, and I will make speedier here. Then later on, what you want to do after a few seconds or 1 second maybe, you want it to go down. So you will keyframe here. That's the stable position now. Nothing happens in between these two keyframes. but what will happen is after some time, like few frames, I will take them all down. So now I have an entry and exit animation. It's entering and then it's exiting. Cool. If you want to have more time in between, that's fine. You select all these keyframes, move them to the left, for example, and see, like, is it working? You wait, it disappears. That's not bad. Fine. Having the entry, that's cool, but what I want to do here is I should come first, then motion, or I am, then A later, and then motion. If I play, I am A motion. Fine. But now, and I want them to exit that way. I want the motion to exit first. So I will take the keyframes of the motion and bring them here. And then the I bring it here, and I will adjust them. You know, it's the pyramid way. Now, this is the easiest solution to do. And sometimes it's very practical, just like now. And if you run your animation, I am in motion. Wow, that's pretty nice and pretty easy to be done. Fine, this has been done. I will go to graphic and artist, and also I will pre-compose. So I saved myself a lot of work for masks and track mattes and whatever using pre-composition. So this is a pre-comp, for example, artist. Press enter. It comes here. This is the pre-composition. Let's make this one, take it down. And I want to use the region of interest. Notice this one is gonna come from top. Okay, so I have to be careful on the top. And I will come and say, okay, composition, crop to region of interest. Come few frames. Let's say 10 we took, I think, last time. Fine. Take the two layers, select them, press P, keyframe the position here, come back to the beginning, and take them out. That is up now. Good. First of all, let's test its speed. It's good, I remembered. Well, it's speedy enough, it's okay. I'll go to 2 seconds, and I'm gonna take these two keyframes. I will Ctrl C the keyframes and Ctrl V them. I will take also these two keyframes, Ctrl C and Ctrl V. So when I copy and paste, it will paste starting from the timeline indicator. So it will paste the first keyframe, the second keyframe, the way they were copied. Now, this is not a good animation because it's moving in between here. I need to reverse these keyframes. So this one should come first and this one should come second. I can select both of them and start moving them. That's one way to do it. But there is a very easy way I'm going to show you now, is to right click. You select your keyframes, the one that you want to reverse. Right click, go to keyframe assistant and say time reverse keyframes. This is a very nice trick and many people don't use it. Now start using it. When I say time reverse, the one on the right came on the left and the one on the left came on the right. As simple as this. If I had many keyframes, then the last one will come in the beginning and the first one will come at the end, and will go on from right to left. Let's try our animation now. It comes in, waits, and it comes out. Very nice. Now I want artist to come first. So graphics should be delayed. I can delay it to here. 1, 2. Cool. And the reverse artist should come. No, graphics should come out first. But here I have very little time, so I'm gonna put the tag with this and take the keyframes and make them near to each other. Here you are. So artist will come first, graphics, and then graphics goes out, artist goes out. Let's see my main composition now. If I look at it, they are all on top of each other. I will take the motion one, that's here, this one here, and this one on this side. Okay, we will adjust them when they are all showing. Fine, I think it's done. And here you are. Now notice this composition is very long till the end. I can double click on it. It will open the composition. Come for 4 seconds. That's enough. Let's take 5 seconds like the other one. Press N. So I will bring in the work area and to the timeline indicator. Right click and say trim comp to work area. Here you are. And it's pretty neat. I like neatness. Okay. Now you notice what's happening here. Cool. So I want the motion to start, and then artist will start. Let's decide when it's starting. So when it's starting the motion coming out, I want the artist to come in. I press shift to snap it on the timeline indicator. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is slow. Take it here. So 1, 2, 3, come on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, Up, 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 nice. This is very nice. I like it very much. Cool. Now I'm gonna take the 3 layers here, press the rotation and rotate them 10 degrees. Now notice how I've worked. I did them straight first, then I rotated, because if I rotated first, now I have to take care of the rotation everywhere and stories. So this is an easier way to do things. First do them straight or horizontal and then do them. Cool. I'm very happy from this animation. Now what I want to do is to come to the orange layer here and start, opening it up. So how will I do? When this is finished, it comes to this time, for example. Now the animations are finished. Just here, it's coming up. I want to start working on the orange layer. So the first thing I will do, I will open the rotation, keyframe the rotation. Maybe I'll take it back a bit. Yep, and then just few frames, put it to 0. So now it's straight again. I will open Shift S, that's the scale, and keyframe it here, so there is no change. And when I come just few frames, I want to make it very big. Here you are. Cool. Let's see what we have. So they start, and then they open. Let's add something nice here. Instead of starting with an oblique layer, we are going to keyframe the rotation here and put it at 0, so it's straight, and then here we are going to make it 10 degrees. So notice now it starts, it turns, then it opens, and the rest will come. Cool. So now that it has opened, I am at this level here. I will add the text here, hire me, if you remember. So I will take the text, I will go to Roboto Black Italic. So I will type here, hire me. It's one word. Cool. The font is small. Let's make it like 200. Yep, that's okay. I like it like this. Hire me. Just in the middle, we can come to align and align it in the middle. Now I want to create the animation here. First, I will create the masks. So I select my layer and make the first mask for hire, and another mask. It's good to try to make the masks the same size. Hire me. Cool. So at this stage, I will open the masks. Press M here, that will open the mask path. Keyframe the mask path. Fine. I will go back just a bit. Okay, and keyframe again. Now at this level, what I want to do, I will choose mask 1, press the V, the selection, and take the mask up. And take the mask up. Here you are. Press Shift, and then I will select mask path 2 and take it down. And here you are, you have a nice animation. If it's too speedy, you can make it longer in time. Let's look at all our work. I will come to preview and say okay. Now it's showing us the masks. We remove it. It turns back, and hire me comes in. Hire me is coming up very nice. Now there is a small trick I added here. I will create a third mask and just put it here. Okay, I need this mask to go down at this level, for example. Now this mask, what we are going to do is to make this mask a subtract mask. Each will remove them. So I will zoom in to the mask. I press alternate, point the mouse where I want to zoom in, and I will zoom in. I will double click on the mask. Then at this stage, I will keyframe the mask path. It's here. And maybe I'll make it smaller to start with. Then I move a frame or two, double click the mask path and make it up to here. Even here, I will adjust it here. So now this is your animation. You see the mask opens. You can make it slow so you can see it and move it forward. Now let's go back to the beginning and press enter. First, let's go to 100%. Deselect everything, press F2. Go back to the beginning of the composition and it will start. Fine, that's it. It's beautiful. And you have done your first challenge. It wasn't much. I am sure you have done it. I am sure you tried your best. And it has been easy. It's not so hard. What you want to do is to understand how motion graphics, one stage at a time. So notice how we went about it. First, I tried to lay out my text. Then I turn it around. Then I put the additional animations for hire me and opening the solid layer. Thanks for listening, and I hope this was a good challenge for you and you managed to do much more. Please take this composition, take this project and start doing a lot of changes. Thanks for listening, and I see you in the next lecture or in the next section.